following is a special presentation from the WKLM Sports Department.
And good evening. The 10th-ranked Hiland Ladyhawks, a record of 13-6-1. They won 8 in a row. They're taking on the 13th-ranked Norwayne Lady Bobcats, a record of 14-5, and they've won 3 straight. All for the right to move on to this Saturday's regional championship game. Stay tuned. We'll be speaking with Hiland head coach Connor Lee coming up on the pregame show on WKLM.
Beachy's Auto Diesel and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of 2 great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin. Craving a mouth-watering slice of pizza? Look no further than Charm Pizza, where each pizza is crafted with the freshest ingredients in their exclusive secret sauce. Whether you're a classic pepperoni enthusiast, a lover of wings, or intrigued by their pizza of the month, they have a delightful option for everyone. Come out and visit them in the heart of Charm, where you can savor a mouth-watering, freshly made pizza exactly the way you like it. Dine in or carry out. You can give Charm Pizza a call to order at 330-893-7938.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
EcoSeal Home Solutions has been serving all of Northeast and Central Ohio as the leader in foundation, waterproofing and repair, basement exit systems, and gravel delivery. Whether you're building a new home or your existing home foundation and basement is in need of some TLC, EcoSeal has the answer. For more information or to schedule a free estimate, call 330-893-SEAL. That's 330-893-7325.
Firestone Farm tires are the most preferred tires in America. Not only are they proven to be among the most productive farm tires you can buy, they're backed and serviced by the best trained and equipped farm tire dealer, the certified Firestone Farm Tire Dealer. So whether you need top quality Firestone Farm tires or fast, dependable tire service, count on us to keep you rolling.
Get your Firestone tires at Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39, Millersburg.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1, stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2, also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
For weather information around the clock, call the Keim Home WKLM Weather Service at 674-9530. You've got to visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Their modern retail showroom is a full-scale design and building center with over 125,000 square feet of building products and displays and knowledgeable, friendly staff to help you every step of the way. Their goal is to build relationships, provide outstanding products and services, and ensure their customers always have a great experience working with them. Come visit Keim in Charm. Call 800-362-6682. Find them on the web at keimhome.com or Facebook.
It's time now for Before the Kick, brought to you by Hobron's Insurance of Millersburg.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Alongside Hiland Lady Hawks head soccer coach Connor Lee getting set for this regional semifinal matchup against Norwayne. Of course, Connor, a rematch of a regular season meeting with this team back on October 2nd year place. You won that 2-1 and really closing second goal by Ally Mulla. Take us through that exciting win you got over this team earlier this year.
Yeah, Norwayne's a program I have a ton of respect for. I think Jason does an amazing job every year with them. And it was a good competitive match that we were fortunate enough to get a late one to seal the win, but I expect another good competitive close match tonight. A
tight close match that got you that win in the previous meeting here, but it looked like you outshot them 15-4 in that game. Do you feel like you kind of controlled things for the most part in that previous meeting?
Yeah, postseason's always different. I think if we play well and stick to our game plan, we have the opportunity to do that. But I anticipate that they have a game plan to try to do the same to us. So, it just depends on who shows up tonight.
But you mentioned, I think, about 3 girls on their team that have double digits goals this year. How do you go about kind of slow them down here tonight?
Yeah, it's important in the scouting report to know who those girls are, be aware of where they are in the field, if they're moving positions around. And as much as we can offensively, keep the ball away from them, and defensively, try to make them play negatively, play square, not get the ball into dangerous positions.
Bottom line, you kind of get to this point here, obviously regional semifinals, a chance to move on to a place that you've never been here. What's the biggest mindset you have to have here, just being a big game like this here tonight?
I think one thing for the girls is just to recognize that we deserve to be here. We've earned it. We're playing really good soccer right now. Only 16 teams get the chance to play tonight and win a game and play in a regional final. So keeping that in mind and just enjoying the moment and playing our best.
All right, Connor, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That's the voice of Hiland Lady Hawks head soccer coach, Connor Lee. Thanks, Scott.
Before the Kick has been brought to you on WKLM by Hobron's Insurance in Millersburg.
Now, for a limited time, team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac and get a free 10-year warranty with purchase of a home standby generator. With an added value of more than $1,000, you'll get peace of mind knowing that your Generac generator is fully covered for 10 years. Don't miss this limited time event, so schedule a free in-home consultation today by contacting Millersburg Electric or visit 24/7 at millersburgelectric.com. See store for terms and conditions. Millersburg Electric, your Generac Power Pro Premier dealer, celebrating 80 years of business in 2025.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Looking to bring more light into your home or close in that back porch? MRV Siding Supply has you covered. Now offering can-clad architectural cladding. Enjoy the beauty of wood without the upkeep. It's maintenance-free with a modern wood look that lasts. Plus, their bifold doors create stunning openings for your 3-season room. MRV Siding Supply, your go-to in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com and bring your space to life with can-clad.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Craving a mouth-watering slice of pizza? Look no further than Charm Pizza, where each pizza is crafted with the freshest ingredients in their exclusive secret sauce. Whether you're a classic pepperoni enthusiast, a lover of wings, or intrigued by their pizza of the month, they have a delightful option for everyone. Come out and visit them in the heart of Charm, where you can savor a mouth-watering, freshly made pizza exactly the way you like it. Dine in or carry out. You can give Charm Pizza a call to order at 330-893-7938.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, Coshocton, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977. It is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333 or visit them online at MEBsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Last season, Hiland went 11-5-4. They fell to the Bishop Rosecrans in the district championship game, 1-0 at Stewart Field in Coshocton. Norwayne last year went 10-7-2. They fell to Cardinal Mooney in the district semifinals last year by a score of 1-0. This season, Hiland a record of 13-6-1. And of course, they won in their sectional final over Ridgewood 4-0. They defeated Fairless in the district semifinals 5-0 and won over Steubenville Catholic Central to capture the district championship. And it was a 3-0 win there to get themselves to this regional semifinal game. Goals in that last game by Allie Mullet, Chanel Kellogg, and Italy Mullet got Hiland that district championship victory. For Norwayne, their record of 14-5 on the year, and for them, they won in their tournament to get themselves to this point here for the sectional as they won their district championship game 2-1 over Canton Central Catholic to get themselves to this regional semifinal matchup. So as far as the two teams are concerned, Hiland comes in as the 10th ranked team in Division 5. Norwayne, the 13th ranked team in Division 5. The winner of this game will move on to take on either 9th ranked Fairbanks or 17th ranked Fairfield. That'll be at the regional finals this Saturday with a site and time yet to be determined. Other games in the regional semifinals going on tonight in girls tournament soccer has 8th ranked Cincinnati Country Day taking on 4th ranked Legacy Christian over at Beaver Creek, and also top-ranked Cincinnati Madera is taking on 11th-ranked Greenview over at Williamsburg. The winners of those games will face each other in Saturday's regional championship. Also, 7th-ranked Mansfield Christian is taking on 12th-ranked Columbus Grove over Edison, and the 6th-ranked Archbold taking on 3rd-ranked Woodmore over at Norwalk. The winners of those games will face each other in Saturday's regional championship. And also 2nd-ranked Chippewa taking on 16th-ranked Columbia over at Worcester. And 5th-ranked Cardinal Mooney will take on 19th-ranked Kirtland tonight over at Boardman. Again, the winners of those games will square off in Saturday's regional championship matchup. We'll take a quick break and come back and get some comments from Scott Mellor after this on the pregame show on WKLM.
Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of two great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Denco Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denco takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denco and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Hiland against Norway tonight in girls Division 5 regional semifinal soccer from Crater Stadium in Dover. For Hiland coming in on the season. They are averaging 2.6 goals per contest. Norwayne is averaging 3.8 goals per game. Defensively, the Lady Hawks are giving up 1.8 goals per contest. The Bobcats giving up just 1 goal a game on the defensive end. Matt Croy alongside Scott Mellor for tonight's broadcast, and quite a few common opponents between these two schools, right, Scott?
Yeah, if you look at what Norwayne does, they play in the Wayne County Athletic League, and they play each of their opponents in that league twice during the season. But if you were to look at Hiland's schedule, there are 7 common opponents, including Norwayne playing a couple of those common opponents, one of which is Chippewa, a Chippewa team that's still involved in the tournament, I think at a slightly larger school level, but they're still 19-1, and both Hiland and Norwayne have probably been some of Chippewa's closest opponents throughout this entire season. Norwayne lost 0-1 early in the season to Chippewa, and then they lost 1-3 a little later in the season. So if you look at that opponent, and then Hiland lost to the Chips 0-3 in their only contest against them. But again, 7 common opponents, and I think whenever you look at these two schools, in fact, we got to witness a bit of their game, one of the games prior to a Hiland boys game, and that game was knotted up at 1-1, going late into the second half, and all of a sudden Hiland was able to start to get their offense working, and they end up scoring with 7 seconds remaining in that contest. And I have a feeling that that's something that has motivated Norwayne as they've moved through the tournament, and they were hoping that they would have another chance at the Hiland Hawks tonight. We're going to, I think, see one of the best regional semifinals that we could ask for in this local area.
Yeah, 2 local teams going at it. As you mentioned, that's kind of a good barometer of the fact that how good a game that was when they faced each other previously. It should be a fun one tonight. Hiland is at the regionals for the 5th time in the last 6 years for the Hiland Lady Hawks soccer team. Norwayne to the regionals for the 3rd time in the last 4 years. The last time Norwayne was to the regional finals, that was back in 2019. They lost 2-0 to Granville in Division 2 that year. Hiland has never made it to the regional finals. They've knocked on the door quite a few times, Scott, but a chance to make some history if they can find a way to get a win tonight.
Yeah, we were there last year when they lost a heartbreaker against Bishop Rosecrans, and it was one of those contests where it could have easily have gone either way, and I think Rosecrans ended up scoring a goal from quite a distance out that made the biggest difference. And another thing that these two opponents know very well is, it's hard to play 80 minutes at the same level. So, like so many other games, in sports, things go in phases, and I think that Hiland will try to come out and get established. They're very, very good in the midfield, and that was one of the things that I noted back when these two teams came together before. Hiland's midfield, they oftentimes dictate what happens in the other portions of the field, and they also back that up with a great defense and a very good goalkeeper. Norwayne, on the other hand, although they're solid in the midfield, their strikers, their forwards are very, very quick, and that was the thing that Hiland had some difficulty with in that first meeting earlier in the season.
All right, thank you, Scott. We'll take a quick break, come back with tonight's national anthem and starting lineups after this on WKLM.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
Hiland taking on Norwayne in the Girls Division 5 Regional Semifinal Soccer tonight from Crater Stadium in Dover. This game being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of the Claxon Communication team of Jacob Heading, who is producing tonight's live stream coverage. Andrew Dunlap is working the camera. Go to YouTube, search WKLM Radio to find the live stream coverage for tonight's contest. We're also on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Donnie Norris, Alex Mast are back at the studio. Be joining the national anthem momentarily. And we'll go ahead and go with the starting lineups first here. And we'll go ahead and go with Scott Mellor with tonight's starting lineups.
So for Norwayne this evening, they come in with a lineup with number 27, their goalkeeper. She's a junior. That's Morgan Hamby. 0, Evie Davidovics. She's a midfielder and senior. Number 3, Carrie Graham, a midfielder and junior. Number 6, Piper Moore, a defender and a freshman. Number 9, Kaylee Graham, a midfielder and senior. Number 10, that is senior defender Madison Rupp. Number 11, freshman midfielder Ryan Urban. Number 12, Courtney Klein. She's a forward and a sophomore. Number 14, Maddie Kate Wolf. She's a defender and a senior. Number 20, Cassie Schaefer, a midfielder and sophomore. And number 23, Alana Brummy, a forward and a sophomore. And the Bobcats are coached by head coach Jason Zimmerly. For the Hiland Hawks, their starters this evening for the 13-6-1 Hiland Hawks, coached by Connor Lee, include the goalkeeper. That's a sophomore and number 0 tonight, Caitlin Klink. Number 5, Chanel Kellogg, a forward and senior. Number 6, Claire Mullett, a defender and a freshman. Number 7, Zuleika Guzman. She is a midfielder and a sophomore. Junior defender, number 8, Chloe Mullett. Number 9, a freshman forward, Allie Mullett. Number 10, Finley Hostetler, a defender and freshman. Number 11, Zoe Miller, a forward and sophomore. A freshman, number 12, Minka Mullett. She plays in the midfield. Number 3, junior midfielder, Italy Mullett. And number 21, a sophomore defender, Kendra Troyer.
Thank you, Scott. Hiland again ranked 10th in Division 5, record of 13-6-1. They won 8 straight. Of course, taking on this Norwayne team, 14-5, 13th ranked team in Division 5. They won 3 in a row. Winner moves on to this Saturday's regional championship game against either 9th ranked Fairbanks or 17th ranked Fairfield. And it'll be at the site and time still yet to be determined for that regional championship game on Saturday. Of course, Hiland trying to get to there for the first time in school history, and for Norwayne, the first time since 2019. Reminder also for tomorrow night, we're going to have boys Division 5 regional semifinal soccer, Hiland against Fairbanks, and also Central Christian takes on Open Door tomorrow night as well in boys regional semifinal soccer. And then on Thursday, we'll have regional semifinal volleyball. Central Christian takes on Open Door on Thursday night. Airtime for that right around 7:30. We'll take a quick break, come back to you after this with the national anthem on WKLM.
Hey, have you been to the jewelry store in Millersburg lately?
No, why? What's new?
They've got these gorgeous sterling silver birthstone stackable bracelets. They've got necklaces and earrings. Perfect for gifts or treating yourself.
Birthstones? Stackable? Okay, now I have to check them out.
You'll love them. Stop by the jewelry store at 97 West Jackson Street in Millersburg.
I'm on my way.
The Jewelry Store, where meaning meets style.
And tonight's national anthem is being brought to you by the Holmes County Veteran Services in Millersburg. Once again, tonight's national anthem brought to you by the Holmes County Veteran Services in Millersburg. We'll take a quick break, come back with the opening kick right after this on WKLM.
For weather information around the clock, call the Keim Home WKLM Weather Service at 674-9530. You've got to visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Their modern retail showroom is a full-scale design and building center with over 125,000 square feet of building products and displays and knowledgeable, friendly staff to help you every step of the way. Their goal is to build relationships, provide outstanding products and services, and ensure their customers always have a great experience working with them. Come visit Keim in Charm. Call 800-362-6682. Find them on the web at keimhome.com or Facebook.
Hiland in Norwayne. And, of course, we're also video live streaming tonight's contest on the WKLM YouTube page, as I mentioned earlier, courtesy of Claxon Communication, as Jacob Heading is producing tonight's live stream coverage. Andrew Dunlap working in the camera. Go to YouTube, search WKLM Radio to find the live stream coverage for tonight's contest. And Donnie Norris and Alex Bass back at the studio for FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com on Stream 1 as well for tonight. Hiland wearing their black jerseys and black shorts and sporting the gray numerals. And for Norwayne with their white jerseys and sporting the gray shorts as well for this Norwayne Lady Bobcat team, and also the red numerals for tonight in white socks. Just about ready to get on things underway for Crater Stadium in Dover. Of course, the football stadium, all turf surface. Here at the regional semifinal level, winner moves on to the Saturday's regional championship. In the circle, getting set for the kick for Norway when she hears the whistle is going to be Casey Schaefer. And there is the whistle. And it'll be Norway with the ball as we'll kick it to the far side of the field. Hiland going from left to right offensively in the first half. If that ball rolls to the 20-yard line, knocked away to the far sideline, they'll keep it in play. Here's the kick back near midfield. Chased back down on the kick by Hiland in Zulika Guzman. Rolls it back to the near sideline. Now controlled by Allie Mullet. Rolls her past back near that 25-yard line. We'll give a go back to Mullet on the right wing. Mullet near the box. Mullet with that cross inside the box. Knocked down. That shot going to be in the net. And that's a goal just like that for the Hiland Lady Hawks.
Yeah, that was number 10, Finley Hostetler.
Allie Mullet the assist. Finley Hostetler cashed it in. And Hiland, just like that, Scott, they take the early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and you can see that it all started in that midfield that we were talking about prior to the game. So Allie Mullet with that assist.
Well, you talk about in tournament soccer especially, if you can get that first goal of the game, it's so crucial, and Hiland able to do that.
Absolutely. When you can defend a lead, you get a lot more energy from doing that. And again, Hiland, really pushing the pace already.
They certainly are. Well, they'll knock back to the far side. It kind of play again resumes action here back near midfield. 1-0 lead for Hiland. The kick by and goal by Finley Hostetler. Ball bounces to the opposite side for Norwayne and scooped off the bounce off the turf by the goalkeeper, in that being for the Hiland Lady Hawks and Caitlin Clank. She'll punt it back near the midfield line. Here's the header and chase back down on the kick. Off of Guzman's foot. Corralled and sent away off the foot now of Kaylee Graham. Knocks it back near midfield. Norwayne with the ball. 1-0 lead for Hiland. Back to the far sideline. Rolls to the far end. Norwayne has it. Centering pass goes down the far end. Going to be off the foot now of Hiland's Claire Mullet back to the far side. Now ricochets back near the 30-yard line. Norwayne now controls it. Here's the kick from the 40. Centering pass goes by Carrie Graham. Knocked away back across the touch. And it's going to be a throw-in now for Norwayne. 1-0 Hiland with 38-25 and counting. We're in the first half. Ball thrown in back near that 20. Takes the bounce. Going after it. Here is Courtney Klein. Her kick goes bouncing wide right in across the goal line. It'll be a goal kick now for the Hiland Lady Hawks.
Yeah, and just like that, 32 seconds into tonight's game, Hiland already has that 1-0 lead, and it looked a lot like the kind of play that we saw out of these two teams just about a month ago.
That would have been Finley Hostetler's first goal of the year. And Allie Mullet, her 7th assist of the season, so good time to get that first goal, 1-0 Hiland. as play resumes. The ball thrown into the Norwayne offensive side. Takes a couple of bounces here, and now controlled defensively. Now rolling across the touch. Hiland's going to have this throw. A throw down the near sideline. Knocked away, back near that 35. Ball ricochets, goes off the leg of Chanel Kellogg. Chased down and sent away on the kick now to the far side by Italy Mullen. They'll roll back across midfield, now cut off by Norwayne and Kaylee Graham. Graham rolls it back to the far side, intercepted by Hiland. Here's the kick. Knocked back into the Hiland offensive side. Hiland has it controlled near that 30-yard line.
On another attack.
On the attack back to the far side, Kellogg will chase it back down. Kellogg rolls her kick inside the box, looking for a shot opportunity. Now knock it away. That kick knocked out of the box by Norwayne. No kick this time going to be bouncing a bit wide left. Goes off the foot of Highlands' Zulika Guzman. It'll be across the goal line. So a shot on goal, but not on net that time for Highland, but it will be a goal kick for Norwayne. This will be their first. 1-0 Highland with 36.5 to play. We're in the first half. Ball centering kick going to be knocked off the foot of Guzman near side. Takes a bounce near that 20-yard line. Rolled away now from Norwayne, goes off the foot of Courtney Klein. Back across midfield. Ricochets back to the near sideline. Norwayne on the attack. With it now again is Klein on the left wing. Inside the box, Klein near the net. Klein with that shot going to be scooped up by goalkeeper in Caitlin Klink. Good opportunity that time for Norwayne. The Highland and Caitlin Klink will scoop it up on that save. She'll punt it away. Takes a bounce shy of the midfield circle. Chased down now by Casey Schaefer. Back near the midfield line. Long kick by the Bobcats. Goes bouncing from midfield inside the box. And corralled, knocked down, I should say, and now finally picked up off the turf by Caitlin Klink.
Yeah, just a little bit further beyond that striker's position. But Klink did a good job securing that ball.
She'll punt it away. Directional kick goes back near that 40-yard line. She's down by Allie Mullet. She's double-teamed and now stolen away by Casey Schaefer. Now cut off by Chanel Kellogg. Ricochets back to the circle. Kick by Guzman, centering pass. That'll be stolen away by Norway, knocked away by their defender back near inside the midfield line. Off the foot now of Courtney Klein, goes near sideline. She's down defensively by Highland, and now they'll steal it away. That steal by the Lady Hawks on that kick by Highland's Claire Mullet back near midfield. Inside the circle. That pass near side goes to Chanel Kellogg. She'll have it offensively. Back near midfield. They'll spread the field. Goes off the foot now of Zoe Miller. Back to the near side to Allie Mullet. Mullet near the 30-yard line. Highland up 1-0. Mullet works it near the 20. Centering pass by Mullet to the top of the box. Here's the kick by Italy Mullet. Works it left wing. Mullet with her shot going to be right corner of that net. Italy Mullet. Showcaster this time. On the assist by Chanel Kellogg, Highland takes a 2-0 lead.
And Matt, one thing I want to make sure we get is Italy Mullet is lining up in number 17. That was what she wore the other night. Originally, she's on our roster as number 3, but she had forgotten her uniform before playing Catholic Central, and she is now number 17.
And she got it done right there with that goal, Italy Mullet. And Mullet, of course, she's been a big goal scorer for Highland on the season. That is her 13th goal of the year. Kellogg, her 9th assist of the season as well. 2-0 Highland, just like that. And I don't think anybody expected that.
No, and I would have been the first to tell you that I didn't think that was going to be the case.
Norwayne on the attack again. Lob kick near the top of the box. Here's the header. Knocked out of there. Back to Italy Mullet on the far side. She has it defensively now. The ball ricochets a couple of times and tracked down now by Casey Schaefer. Rolls it, knocked away, and sit back near the midfield circle. And some whistle blown. Going to be a push called against the Highland Lady Hawks. Norway going to have themselves a direct kick there first. Place that ball about the 41-yard line into the offensive end for the Lady Bobcats. 2-0 Highland. Kick by Maddie Kate Wolf. Lobs it near the top of the box. Header goes into the hands of Klink. She knocked it down off the turf, but scooped it back up. Charging after that ball as well was Norwayne's Alana Brummy. But good job by Klink to corral it. She'll punt it away back into her midfield. Here's the kick. Near the top of the box, header again. Knocked out of there. Chase back down, back near that 45-yard line. Now controlled by Casey Schaefer. Centering pass goes rolling back to the far sideline. Going after for Hiland is a defender, Kendra Troyer. And finally knocks it across that touch. Norwayne's going to have themselves a throw-in.
Yeah, something you'll note with Hiland especially, and I'm noticing it tonight, is they're very precise with their passing, and I think that's one of the big differences when they play any opponent. They kind of know where they want to pass it, and it's usually going to get there.
Very good with that. A ball knocked away by Kendra Troyer. She'll pound it into the seats to the far side of the field to get it away from danger for Hiland. Throw in again for Norwayne. That throw in. Back to the far side corner, goes across that touch. Throw in now for the Hiland Lady Hawks. 2-0 Hiland. Throw in. Sit back down the far side of the field. Hawks trying to control it. Sit away on the kick now off the foot of Maddie Kate Wolf. Back near that midfield circle. And Hiland will control that ball back near the midfield line. Into the offensive end. Here's Allie Mullet who has the ball. Her pass goes to Italy Mullet. Mullet into the Hiland offensive end. Give and go back to Allie. She has it near that 20-yard line. Back near the 10. Cut off and knocked the other way by Norwayne. And I believe going to be a whistle blown. You're going to see that's going to be across that touch. Should be a throw in here for the Bobcats. They're going to call that a direct kick, actually. And it'll be their second. We'll kick it from their own 20-yard line. And kicks it away. Knocked back the other way. Lob kick back near the top of the box. On the Hiland offensive end. Bounces, though, into the hands of goalkeeper Morgan Hamby. She's a junior, and she will punt it away. Hamby sails it back near midfield. Knocked to the far sideline. Norwayne on the attack. Sent back the other direction, however, by Finley Hostetler back near midfield. Back to the circle. Here's Guzman. Rolls her pass near side. Goes to Chanel Kellogg. Pass just behind her. Claire Mullet will work the ball on her pass near side. Going to be cut off. On the steal by Piper Moore. Moore has it for Norwayne. Into the offensive end. And with the ball now is Evie Davidovich. Pass goes to the left wing. She'll find it now over to Courtney Klein. Here kick inside the box. Cut off and knocked back to the near sideline. Goes over to Chanel Kellogg. Kellogg's pass cut off. Back to Kellogg. Kellogg gets it her teammate. Going to be knocked away by Kendra Troyer. Bounces it back near that 40-yard line. Intercepted now by the Lady Bobcats. Pass near side goes across that touch. Throw in for Hiland. 2-0 Hiland. 30 minutes, 40 seconds and counting in the first half.
Yeah, we've seen two varying styles already this evening. You know, Hiland being a little bit better in terms of passing and working the midfield. Norwayne just trying to get it over the top to their speedy forwards.
Here's Kellogg's pass into the offensive end. Here's Allie Mullet who has the ball. Mullet's pass goes to the circle. Chased after and knocked away. Into the offensive end with it is Kaylee Graham for Norwayne on that far side of the pass. Cut off and set the other direction. Off the foot of Hiland's and Chloe Mullet, who knocks it back across that touch on the far sideline.
Yeah, you can see the Hiland defenders doing a really good job of making sure that there's one or two of them in black jerseys waiting for either one of the forwards for the Bobcats.
They've been ready so far on both ends of the field. Ball knocked off the leg of Chloe Mullet to Chanel Kellogg. She'll lob it back inside the circle. And fought for, now stolen away by Norwayne off the foot of Kaylee Graham. Centering pass intercepted by Hiland. Kick by Chloe Mullet inside the circle. Now corralled by Casey Schaefer. Schaefer rolls her pass in the middle of the field, knocked away back near the midfield line. Back to Schaefer. Schaefer back to the far sideline. Schaefer, here kick near the 20. Intercepted by Hiland again. Chloe Mullet with that interception. She'll throw it away. And stolen by Carrie Graham. Graham's shot near the net. Diving grab by goalkeeper Caitlin Klink. So that'll be a shot on net for Norwayne. And Klink has the keeper save. She'll punt it away. Back near the midfield line. Rolls far sideline. Hiland after it. Here's Italy Mullet. Gets her pass off. Try to find Allie Mullet. Knocked away instead by Madison Rupp. Back to the far side. Bouncing kick near the 40-yard line. Goes across that touch. No, they'll keep it in play. Here's Italy Mullet's pass. Knocked the other way by Finley Hostetler back into the Hiland offensive end. Chased down defensively by Madison Rupp. Most kick back near that 35. Kick by Mullet. Knocked away again. Back near across the touch on the far side. Throw in for Hiland right at midfield.
Going to get a substitution on for the Hawks. That'll be number 13, Gabby Mullet.
Zalika Guzman will have a seat. Though in for Hiland, a 2-0 lead right now. Thrown in, header back near the circle. Gabby Mullet will get right to it near that 50-yard line. Pass to Finley Hostother to the far sideline. Back to Gabby Mullet. Now chase back down on the kick. Back into the Hiland offensive end to Allie Mullet. Knocked away, however, by Maddie Kate Wolf. Back near midfield. Chase back down, the kick back to the far sideline. Bobcats on the attack on their offensive end. Centering pass. Cut off. Back to the far sideline. Norwayne tries to keep it in play. Lob kick goes inside the box. Rolls near the goal line. Going to be across the goal line. And it will be a goal kick for Hiland. Couldn't quite connect on that pass opportunity for Courtney Klein. A bit wide on that kick.
But they are starting to piece more passes together in their offensive end. So again, as Hiland tries to defend, Norwayne, of course, they're going to be a little bit behind the spot right now, down 2-0.
Chloe Mullet will lob it up in the air on the goal kick for Hiland. They're second. Lobs it back near midfield, cut off by Casey Schaefer. She'll lob her kick, middle of the field, back near that third 25-yard line. Stolen away by Zoe Miller. Goes near side with the pass. Cut off by Norwayne. Takes a bounce near the 15. Off the foot now of Hiland back near that midfield line. It'll be cut off with a kick this time by Norwayne back near the midfield circle. And controlled by Kaylee Graham. Lob kick by the Bobcats. Goes sailing to their offensive end. There's a header near the top of the box. Chloe Mullet gets to it. Mullet's kick gets to her teammate, Gabby Mullet. And she'll be pushed from behind as she tried to get that pass off to Zoe. It'll be a direct kick for Hiland. This will be their first of the first half. Place that ball about the 15-yard line on the Hiland defensive end. Chloe Mullet's kick lobs it back near midfield. Ricochets near sideline. That goes off the leg of Casey Schaefer. Hiland's going to have this throw with 26 minutes to play first half. Hiland up 2-0 over Norwayne in the regional semifinals. Claire Mullet now has this throw. Lobs it near midfield. Past Allie Mullet. And they'll keep it in play. And now controlled on the kick by Piper Moore. Moore for Norwayne across midfield. Intercepted by Zoe Miller. Miller's pass goes into the offensive end. She'll find Minka Mullet. Mullet's pass on the near side to Allie Mullet. Working that ball now. Allie has it near the Hiland 20-yard line on their offensive end. Here's Gabby Mullet. Mullet with her shot. Deflected away from the top of the box. Goes near sideline to Chanel Kellogg. She'll let it go. Now she'll chase it back down and keep it in play. Gets the pass off down to Gabby Mullet. Give and go back to Chanel Kellogg on the right wing. Kellogg's kick. Knocked back to her. Near sideline. And knocked away by Norwayne. That'll finally roll across that touch. Hiland's going to have this throw around that 30-yard line on their offensive end.
Yeah, and once again, you can see that Hiland, that midfield and their attacking midfield, they just are very, very good. They play together so very well.
Throw in by Claire Mullet. Going to be a header across that touch. And Claire Mullet will have a throw now a little further downfield, about that 20-yard line on the Hiland offensive side. 2-0 Hiland. Mullet lobs it. Right wing. Goes to Kellogg. Now to Minka Mullet. Mullet in traffic. Works it in close. Gets a pass off. Kicked by Italy Mullet. She'll find the net. Italy Mullet from Minka Mullet. And Italy cashes in for a second time in the first half. Hiland now a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, Italy Mullet really got to put that one through and past the goalkeeper.
Yes, she did. And Hiland takes the 3-0 advantage. We'll take a quick timeout. This is Regional Tournament Soccer on WKLM.
Now, for a limited time, team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac and get a free 10-year warranty with purchase of a home standby generator. With an added value of more than $1,000, you'll get peace of mind knowing that your Generac generator is fully covered for 10 years. Don't miss this limited time event, so schedule a free in-home consultation today by contacting Millersburg Electric or visit 24/7 at millersburgelectric.com. See store for terms and conditions. Millersburg Electric, your Generac Power Pro Premier dealer, celebrating 80 years of business in 2025.
Well, Hiland has come out shot out like a cannon here in this game tonight. A 3-0 lead already here in the first half of action as play does resume here. And, Scott, you talked about it. A Hiland team, very disciplined. Now, obviously, they're very talented, and they got a lot of speed out there, but it takes more than that. Here, obviously, good skill, but very disciplined. They're working that ball and then making sure they're making the good passes to get those opportunities.
Yeah, and I've seen their improvement throughout this season. You know, we've been fortunate to see Hiland throughout all the way as early as August, and you know, they just seem to keep getting better.
Yes, they do. 3-0 lead for Hiland. Italy Mullet, 2 goals in the first half. Number 13 and 14. Mika Mullet, that was her 3rd assist of the season. And Hiland up 3-0 early in this first half. Hiland trying to get to the regional finals for the first time in school history in girls soccer. Here's the kick for Norwayne. Another offensive end, knocked away back near the midfield line. Knocked down by Ryan Urban. Knocks it back to the far sideline. Ball stolen away by the Lady Hawks. Finley host other. Pass to Chloe Mullet. Knocks it back near midfield. Goes to Allie Mullet. Mullet tries to control it. Knocks it back to her teammate. Minka Mullet's pass. Inside the circle finds Gabby Mullet. Mullet's pass goes near side now to Chanel Kellogg into the offensive end. Mullet near the 25 to the 20. Rolls it right wing. Try to get it to Gabby, but it can be cut off by Norwayne. Good defensive play. That pass goes to Carrie Graham for the Bobcats. Centering pass. Now over to Casey Schaefer. Knocked away by the Bobcats back inside the circle. Intercepted by Chloe Mullet. Chased down by Gabby Mullet into the offensive end. Gabby's pass goes high on the left, deflected away. Now chased back down by Minka Mullet. Mullet spins around from the defender. Works it, gets a pass off. Now to Italy Mullet. Back to the far side, host of their lobs it in the air. Center of the field. Ricochets back now to Gabby Mullet. Mullet's kick deflected away back to the near sideline. Norwayne going after that ball. It'll be tracked down on the kick by Carrie Graham across midfield. And she tries to get it to Courtney Klein. Klein gets to it on the left wing. Klein had it, now taken away by Claire Mullet. She'll steal it away. Mullet's pass cut off by Carrie Graham. Centering pass to the 30. Pass goes inside the box. That time going to be scooped up by Caitlin Klink. That went off the foot of Casey Schaefer, but way wide left and just into that left wing in the box. Klink will punt it away. Low kick. Takes a bounce near that 40-yard line. Header back to the far side. Norwayne trying to keep it in play. They'll do so. On the pass, goes over to Maya Rupp. Rupp to the corner. Near the goal line. Rupp has it deflected and goes across the goal line. It'll be off of Hiland and Chloe Mullet, so it will be a corner kick for Norwayne.
It'll be our first corner kick of the evening.
3-0 Hiland in the regional semifinals.
Yeah, and should I even mention the fact that if you look at Hiland's roster, there's only one senior in the starting lineup, and if you continue on down into their subs, I think there may just be one senior on their entire roster.
Pretty scary to think about, exciting for Hiland. Zalika Guzman back in. Caitlin Thomas will check in also for Hiland. Here's the corner kick inside the net, deflected away by Klink, knocked down, and rolls to the opposite side of the field and across the goal line. So somebody got a head on that ball, I think, from Norwayne, but it'll be a goal kick for Hiland. This will be their 3rd goal kick of the first half. Just one by comparison for Norwayne. And really, it has been competitive on both sides. When you think of Norwayne's gotten some opportunities, Scott, and just the Hiland has cashed in on their opportunities so far.
Yes, no question about it. And, you know, it doesn't mean that Norwayne is completely out of this. Because, again, anytime you have those kind of explosive forwards, one good pass and, you know, and usually when a forward goes up against a goalkeeper, there's a lot of space between those two goalposts. And so, you know, but Klink has done a really good job so far.
Ball sent away on the kick down the far side. Takes a bounce across that touch. Norwayne will have the throw on their offensive end about that 15-yard line. Actually going to back her up a little bit, back near the 25. Ball thrown in. Gets it over now to Casey Schaefer. Schaefer's kick inside the box, knocked down. And knocked out of there. In traffic by Hiland, and Kendra Troyer, she'll get it out of danger. Bounces it near the 25. Off the foot of Chanel Kellogg. Rolls it far sideline. Now the Finley host other. Knocked back the other way by Maddie Kate Wolf. Bounces it back to the far side corner. Rolls across the goal line, it looks like, and it will be indeed a goal kick for Hiland. This will be their 4th goal kick of the first half. 3-0 Hiland. 19.5 and counting first half to play. Winner moves on to face either 9th-ranked Fairbanks or 17th-ranked Fairfield in the regional finals this Saturday. Site and time is yet to be determined. Chloe Mullet now has the goal kick for Hiland. Lobs up in the air. Takes a bounce near that 40-yard line. Intercepted by Kaylee Graham. Rams pass down to Casey Schaefer. Rolls it. Stolen away by Hostether. She'll back it up. Now Italy Mullet with that pass to the far side. Hostether now knocks it away back near midfield. Rolls back to the far sideline. And kept in play by Maddie Kate Wolf. MK Wolf works it now. Her pass across midfield. Gets it over now to Alana Brummy with that kick. Back to the far sideline. Going after it now for Norwayne is Maya Rupp. Tries to get to it, knocked away, and it's going to be, it looks like across the touch off of Rupp's foot. It'll be a throw in for Hiland right near that far side corner. So Hiland on the defensive end with this throw. Short throw. Italy Mullet now knocked away on the kick by Hostether. Bounces it across that touch. Norwayne going to have this throw now with 18 minutes to play first half. 3-0 Hiland.
Yeah, Norwayne starting to encroach upon Hiland's defensive area quite a bit more here in this early part of the last 20 minutes of this half.
Ball thrown in. Sent away on the kick near the top of the box. Long kick, taking a lob kick off the foot of Davidovich into the hands of goalkeeper Caitlin Clank. So Clank right there to corral it. She'll punt it away. Call that a shot on goal. It wasn't really on net there that time, but we'll see that Clank there with the save that time for Hiland. Goes back near that midfield line, back to the far sideline. Thrown in from across the touch, intercepted by Chanel Kellogg. Kellogg will try and keep it in play. Battled and stolen away now by Ryan Urban. Rolls it across midfield, knocked the other direction by Hiland. Norwayne with the ball. Back to the far side. Here's the kick back to the circle. Chased down now by Casey Schaefer. Knocked high in the air by Hostether. Bounces it near the midfield line. And now Guzman trying to battle for position with that ball. Along with Schaefer. Schaefer will steal that away. Rolls it inside the circle to Kaylee Graham. Back to the offensive end. Norwayne with the ball. Rolls it near the top of the box. And it'll be scooped up by goalkeeper Caitlin Clank. 3-0 Hiland with 16.5 to play. We're in the first half. Girls Division 5 Regional Semifinal Soccer from Crater Stadium in Dover. That kick goes to Kaylin Thomas. Thomas, double team. Davidovich gets a foot on that ball. Now stolen away by Kaylee Graham. Her pass. Gets it over to Rupp. Rupp passes inside the box, and that kick will be deflected away by diving Caitlin Clank. Knocks it across the goal line on that shot attempt by Alana Brummy. And that's going to be resulting in a corner kick for Norwayne.
The Norwayne's second corner kick. None so far for Hiland.
16 minutes to play first half. Here's the corner kick, lobbed up in the air. Going to be a header, knocked out of there by the Lady Hawks. And chased down now by Casey Schaefer. Rolls it back to her teammate near the 45 and be knocked across that touch. Throw in now for the Bobcats. And that throw in over to Emma Garrison. Lob kick near the top of the box. Knocked down. Kick by Minka Mullet. Goes behind her on a bouncing kick back near the 40-yard line. Roll inside the circle by Kaylee Graham. Graham finds her teammate. Carrie Graham goes into the offensive end. Centering pass into the Norwayne offensive end. Guzman got a foot on that ball, knocked away instead by Chloe Mullet inside the circle. Knocked back to the near sideline. Knocked the other way by Claire Mullet back near midfield. Chased down by Hiland's Chanel Kellogg. She'll find Finley Hostether. Hostether defensively has it stolen away by Maya Rupp. Knocked away by Hostether, bounces it near midfield. Couple of bounces here to the far side. With that ball, here's the kick now by Garrison. Bouncing kick goes a bit wide left and rolls across the goal line to the opposite side of the field. Goal kick now for Hiland. This will be their 5th goal kick of the first half. But you're really seeing a feisty Norwayne team. Yeah, they're down 3-0 here, but they're out there fighting and really, as you mentioned, Scott, being aggressive here as this first half wears on.
Yeah, again, if their passes were just a little more precise, I think we would already be seeing a different score. But, again, Hiland doing a great job defensively. And their goalkeeper wanting to keep that clean sheet, especially through this first half.
Chloe Mullet sent it away, knocked away, and sent it back to the far sideline. Illy Mullet will try to let that go across the touch. She will do so. It'll be a throw-in now for Hiland. So Hostetler will have this throw with 14 minutes to play in county first half. Hiland a 3-0 lead over Norwayne in the regional semifinals. Kick bounces near that 25. Rolls near side. Goes off the foot of Piper Moore for Norwayne. Tried to get that to Davidovich, but stolen away. Here now chased down by Kaylee Graham, who has it. Centering pass by Graham to the 20. With that kick now was Courtney Klein. Pass near side, back to Davidovich. Back to Klein now with it high in the left. She'll back it up. Pass goes behind her and down to Piper Moore. Lobs it near the top of the box. Knocked high in the air by Schroyer. Rolls it near sideline. Goes rolling across the touch. Norwayne is going to have this throw.
And that might have just been the very best thing that she could have done on that one. You don't want to try to head it and then have it pop up and put the Bobcats in a better situation to try to put a boot on that ball.
Evie Davidovich, the senior, she'll get set to throw this in on the Norwayne offensive end around that 15-yard line. Matt Croy alongside Scott Mellor. Girls Division 5 regional semifinal soccer action from Crater Stadium in Dover. And now there's the whistle. Davidovich will have the throw. Short throw goes in off the leg of Brummie. Now knocked away by Hiland. Goes sailing across the touch by Claire Mullen on her kick. Throw in again by Davidovich. Back to Brummie left wing. Lobs it near the top of the box. Knocked down. Kick down by Courtney Klein up in the air. Bounces it to the far sideline. That kick goes bouncing wide right and across the goal line, deflected by the Lady Hawks that time.
So it'll be another corner kick for the Lady Bobcats.
Went off of Finley Hostetler in the third corner kick of the first half for Norway. This time it looks like, I think the last time it was Emma Garrison who got the kick. Casey Schaefer's going to have this corner kick for the Bobcats. Schaefer lines it up. Now the kick. Sails it away. And that kick could go a bit wide right. She found her teammate, though. MK Wolf knocked it wide right and across the goal line. That was deflected by Hiland, though, so another corner kick from the same spot. Fourth corner kick now, the first half for Norway.
And if the Bobcats could cash in on one of these set pieces, it may be a different story as we head into halftime.
Kick by Schaefer, top of the box, knocked down. Goes off the leg of Wolf. Back to Schaefer. Schaefer's shot going to be knocked away by the Finley Hostetler defensively. She'll get it out of the box now to Schaefer. Schaefer's kick. Now lob high in the air on the kick now by Maya Rupp. Lob kick goes near the neck and into the back of the net. That's going to be a goal. That'll be knocked in by Piper Moore.
Yeah, number 6, Piper Moore.
And they get to Norwayne on the board with 11:23 to play in the first half. And we talked about Norwayne being much more aggressive as the first half wore on and finally pays off to get into the net for their first goal of the game.
Yeah, and especially getting those back-to-back-to-back corner kicks. Teams can be very dangerous on a set piece, and you put a lot of extra bodies in that. And even though they didn't score exactly off of the corner kick, it kept all of Norwayne's players down in that box, and every once in a while you end up with an own goal as Hiland tries to defend.
3-1 advantage for Hiland. Norwayne gets their first goal of the game. Long kick to the opposite side of the field will be scooped up now by goalkeeper Morgan Hamby. Hamby will punt it away. 3-1 Hiland, 11 minutes to play first half. Ball bounces near the midfield circle. Here's the kick by Kaylee Graham. Graham works it, gets her pass off, back near midfield. And the kick now by Emma Garrison to the offensive end. Rolls back to the far side. Throw in now for Norwayne. Actually, throw in for Hiland, rather, on their defensive end near that 30-yard line. Finley Hostetler with the throw. Lobs it near midfield. Allie Mullet had it, now knocked away Off the foot of Guzman, across the touch, throw in for the Bobcats. 3-1 Hiland. Long throw down that far sideline near the corner. Knocked away by Kendra Troyer. Knocks it into the seats. And again, a throw in for the Bobcats around that 20-yard line on their offensive end. Throw knocked down. Gabby Mullet will get a foot on that ball. Knocked away by Finley Hostether. Goes off the foot of Emma Garrison. Bounces it near the goal line. And finally across the goal line. That's going to be off of Hostether. And it will be a corner kick for Norwayne. Their 5th corner kick of the first half.
Yeah, and when, you have these situations, Norwayne's going to cash in on a couple of them. And you'll note that they're starting to put all their players inside that 18-yard box.
Kick by Garrison. Curls it over to Piper Moore. Moore's kick goes a bit wide to the right and across the goal line. So it will be a goal kick for Hiland. And this will be their 6th. 3-1 Hiland, 9.5 to play in the first half. Goals by Finley Hostether. Italy Mullet scored 2 goals after that for Hiland, and then Piper Moore, the goal scored for Norwayne. That kick sails away by Chloe Mullet, knocked down. Now controlled by Ryan Urban. Urban's pass, top of the box, knocked away, back to Urban. That kick going to be controlled by Kaylee Graham, double team. Long kick near the net, going to be knocked down by Klink. She'll scoop it up. Shot on net that time by Norwayne. Klink has her 5th keeper save. She'll punt it away. Makes a bounce near that 35-yard line. Over to Italy Mullet. Mullet double team. Backs it up. Hostether's kick. Deflected away back to Hostether. Now controlled here by Alana Brummie. Brummie's pass goes to the right side. That kick goes a bit wide to the right on that tough angle on that shot attempt by Casey Schaefer. Goal kick now for Hiland.
Again, as we're noticing, and I'm sure those viewers are watching this, a lot of the play has been in the offensive end of the Norwayne Bobcats.
You look at Hiland has their 7th goal kick just won by Norwayne. Indicates where play has been in this first half, despite Hiland with that 3-1 lead. Ball knocked down. Kellogg with that kick. Down the near sideline. Going after it, Piper Moore for Norwayne defensively. Rolls it to her goalkeeper, Morgan Hamby. Short kick by Hamby goes near side. Kellogg tries to shield the defender and goes across that touch. Throw in for Hiland now, right at midfield. Claire Mullet lobs it in. 7:45 to play first half. 3-1 Hiland. Ball knocked across the touch by Moore. Again, a throw in here for Claire Mullet. Midway into the Hiland offensive end. Lobs it in, try to get it to Allie Mullet. Mullet goes after it. She'll get to it now on the right wing. Whiffs on that kick. Goes after it again to that corner. Spins around for the defender. Her pass going to be cut off inside the box. Mika Mullet's pass goes now to Chanel Kellogg. She'll roll at top of the box. Gabby Mullet going after the ball. Knocked away back across midfield. Going after it, Kendra Troyer now for Hiland. Troyer battling for it, now stolen away. Norwayne on the attack on their offensive side.
Speedy forwards from Norwayne.
Klink, ball knocked away on the kick now by Finley Hostether. Bounces to the far end. Going after it defensively is Maddie Kate Wolf back to the far side. Works it on the rolling kick across midfield. Knocked down by Zoe Miller goes near side into the offensive end to Chanel Kellogg. Kellogg on the 20-yard line. Kellogg rolls her pass near the goal line and a little too far ahead of her teammate as it goes rolling across that touch. It'll be a throw-in, or I should say goal kick for Norwayne. Just their 2nd goal kick of the first half. Tried to lead that pass to Allie Mullet, but again across the goal line instead. Morgan Hamby will give way to her teammate to do this goal kicking. And sent away by Maddie Kate Wolf. Knocked down, going after it. Here's the kick. Rolling him back inside the circle. Off the foot of Klein. Klein's pass goes far side. Hostether goes after the ball. And stolen away now by Alana Brummie. Rolls her pass inside the box. Finds the teammate. No. Couldn't quite connect with Klink. Instead, it goes near side, back to Klein, I should say. Goes near side to the near sideline. Trying to find Courtney Klein, but instead, he'll be grabbed by Graham now high on the left. Graham's pass near the 35-yard line. Rolls back to the far side. Norwayne has it offensively. Knocked away. And now Hiland has the steal. That time, Italy Mullet stole that ball away. Finds Gabby Mullet. Bounces across the touch at midfield. Throw in now for the Bobcats. With 5.5 to play first half, Hiland a 3-1 advantage.
We're going to have a substitution entering the game for Norwayne. That looks like number 3, Carrie Graham, back into the lineup.
Long throw, far side. Takes a bounce near the 25. Going after it, Chloe Mullet knocked away instead on a lob kick back to the corner on the Bobcats' offensive end, but rolls across the goal line. So Hiland will have another goal kick, their 8th of this first half.
Now just under 5 minutes here in half number 1.
Matt Croy alongside Scott Mellor. Girls Division 5 regional semifinal soccer from Crater Stadium in Dover. Winner moves on to Saturday's regional championship against either 9th-ranked Fairbanks or 17th-ranked Fairfield. The site and time yet to be determined. Of course, we're going to have the boys' Hiland Hawks regional semifinal soccer game tomorrow night, so stay tuned for that as well. That kick bounces off the foot now of Kaylee Graham near side, goes across that touch. Hawks going to have this throw on their defensive end. Throw in by Claire Mullet. Header the other way by Piper Moore. And now stolen now by Chanel Kellogg. Kellogg stutter step. Rolls her pass down the near sideline. Knocked away by Moore. Across the touch. Hiland's going to have the throw now on their offensive end. She tried to lead that pass to Allie Mullet. Instead, knocked across that touch. And they Claire Mullet to throw it in about that 30-yard line on the Hiland offensive side. 4 minutes to play. First half, 3-1 Hiland. Claire Mullet's pass goes to Kellogg. Header instead by Moore. Takes a bounce off the foot now of, or leg of Allie Mullet. Ball bounces near sideline. Goes across the touch off of the Bobcats. And Hiland again will have this throw. Claire Mullet from that about that 40-yard line. Lobs it near side. Stepped in front of by Piper Moore. She'll knock it across the touch. Hawks with that throw in about midway into their offensive end now.
See if Hiland gets aggressive again here as the minutes sort of wind down here in this first half.
Throw in top of the box, knocked down. And stolen away on that kick by Maddie Kate Wolf. Rolls it back inside the circle. She'll find Maya Rupp. Back to the far side. Now to Brummie. Rolls it back on the offensive end, back on the right wing. That pass over to Maya Rupp. Rupp to the right side, backs it up. Knocked away from her. Now a lob kick. Goes bouncing inside the box and knocked down by Klink. She'll scoop it up. Good play by Caitlin Klink to grab that ball before Courtney Klein had a chance to get a foot on that ball. And with 2:42 to play, she'll punt it away in this first half. Here the 30, knocked down by Carrie Graham. Sliding kick going to be knocked away, but it'll be a push called on Klein. On Claire Mullet, who tried to kick that ball away, so it'll be a direct kick for Hiland. This will be their third of the first half. Chloe Mullet's going to have this kick from that Hiland 20-yard line on their defensive end. She'll sail it across midfield. Knocked down by Kaylee Graham. Kellogg steals it away. Whistle going to be blown and be a free.
I think he called a handball on that. The sideline official happened to see the ball kind of roll up and into the hand of the Hiland player.
So it'll be
another free kick for Norwayne.
Madison Rupp, the senior, with the kick from the 50-yard line. Lobs it, middle of the field. Knocked down. And stolen away now by Minka Mullet. Mullet, a little too aggressive there on that shove. As she knocked Ryan Urban to the turf. It'll be a direct kick for Norwayne, their third. 1.5 to play. We're in the first half. Maddie Kate Wolf with a kick from the circle. Lobs it high in the air to the top of the box. Knocked down by Kendra Troyer the other way. Intercepted. And the kick, she sails to the neck to be batted down and grabbed by Caitlin Klink on that shot on goal by Kaylee Graham.
Yeah, very good save there that time. Klink had her eye on that ball as it came in from about 20 yards out.
10 shots on goal in the first half for Norwayne by my count. 6 on net and 6 keeper saves by Caitlin Klink. But a 3-1 lead for Hiland. This is going to be a direct kick for Hiland from their own 30-yard line.
Just under a minute here.
Bounces it across midfield. Knocked across that touch.
Going to get another Hiland substitution. So like a Guzman coming back in.
And Mika Mullet will have a seat. Findlay Hostetter will lob it in with 30 seconds to play in the half. In traffic. Knocked away back near the midfield circle. Goes near side with the pass. Here's Carrie Graham offensively. Stepped in front of. Here's the steal by Claire Mullet. Off of her foot with 18 seconds to play in the half. Throw in by Graham. Knocked down. Sent the other way by Chanel Kellogg. 10 seconds to go. Bounces down the near sideline to the opposite side of the field. Final 5 seconds, and that should do it for the first half. And it is halftime in girls Division 5 regional semifinal soccer from Dover. Hiland 3 and Norwayne 1. Back around the recap the first half for you after this on WKLM.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local, hometown, independent pharmacy.
MRV Siding Supply is introducing another line of stone called Casa di Sassi, where old world charm meets modern luxury. Whether you're looking to enhance your outdoor space or add a touch of sophistication to your interior design, their wide range of products will meet your every need. Choose from a variety of styles and colors to create the perfect ambiance for your space. Casa di Sassi, where timeless beauty meets exceptional quality. Discover the possibilities at MRV Siding Supply on County Road 624 in Millersburg or on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you work the land, you know, out there in some far corner of a field, there's an old steel fence post that has your number. And that's when you should have ours. We're your certified Firestone Farm Tire dealer. And when you need service, give us a call. We're specially trained and equipped to handle all your on-farm, in-field tire repair and replacement needs.
Call Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39 Millersburg, for your farm tire needs.
Hey, other guys, insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Home Sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, Coshocton, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help managing a chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
CDL training in our community. That's right. Buckeye Career Center now offers Class A and B CDL education, as well as a testing center off US 36 near Janaden-Hutton. Call 740-254-9313 to register or learn more about the American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center and the US America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Again, that's 740-254-9313 to register or learn more.
It is halftime in girls Division 5 regional semifinal soccer from Crater Stadium in Dover. Hiland has a 3-1 advantage over Norwayne in this first half. As for Hiland, it really was the hat trick in the first half. We weren't quite sure from our vantage point. We're up pretty high up here for soccer here at Dover. Perfect vantage point for football, but not so much sometimes for soccer. But couldn't quite tell who made that first goal. We went back to check the replay. Indeed, it was Italy Mullet. So Mullet actually got the hat trick in the first half. She cashed in just a little over 30 seconds into the game on an assist by Allie Mullet. And Allie Mullet, her 7th assist of the year. And that put Hiland just like that up 1-0. And then Italy Mullet again with a goal of 34-39 to play in the first half. So just seconds later came through again, a few minutes later I should say, with the goal again. This time Chanel Kellogg, her 9th assist of the year, gave Hiland a 2-0 lead. And Italy Mullet again with the goal. Came with 24-36 to play in the first half. And that time Minka Mullet had her 3rd assist of the year. Italy Mullet, her 13th, 14th, and 15th goals of the season. Gave Hiland a commanding 3-0 lead. Then Norwayne, they continued to play hard and really played through a lot of the game, that first half, on their offensive end, believe it or not. And Piper Moore actually would get a goal herself with 11:23 to play in that first half. And that would make it a 3-1 ball game. Piper Moore with her 2nd goal of the year. And now the halftime score is Hiland 3 and Norwayne 1. And Scott Mellor, look at the rest of the first half stats.
Yeah, Matt, with Norwayne actually holding a greater amount of possession in that first half, and were able to keep it in their offensive end in Hiland's defensive area. Norwayne actually had 5 corner kicks. The result of one of those, the sort of the melee after a corner kick, resulted in that goal by Piper Moore from Norwayne, so that Norwayne, the Bobcats, were able to get on the board. So no corner kicks in the first half for Hiland, 5 for Norwayne. In free kicks, there were 4 by Hiland, 3 by Norwayne, and those are the results of fouls. So there were 3 fouls on Hiland called, resulting in those direct kicks, and there were 4 fouls on Norwayne, resulting in 4 direct kicks for the Lady Hawks. Goal kicks, 8 for the Hiland Hawks, only 2 in that first half for Norwayne. No penalty kicks by either team. Shots on goal, there were 4 by Hiland, and then just 3 on net. Just 1 was saved by the Bobcat keeper. 10 shots on goal for Norwayne, 6 keeper saves for Hiland.
Halftime score, Fairbanks has a 1-0 lead over Fairfield in their game. Of course, the winner of this game will face the winner of that game. Again, right now, Fairbanks has that lead at the halftime of their game in the regional finals this Saturday. Site and time yet to be determined. Again, the halftime score of this game has Hiland a 3-1 lead over Norwayne. Back with the second half after this on WKLM.
Biker Sand and Gravel, serving the Central Ohio area of Wayne and Holmes County since 1935. They are a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
MEB Systems, the area's flat roof specialist. MEB Systems also offers retrofit solutions for low-slope metal roofs. MEB Systems counts it as a privilege to serve our community and beyond with the highest level of customer service and top-notch workmanship. Let them not only learn your business, but also your trust. When it comes to your roof, trust your local experts who believe if it's a job worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333, or visit them online at mbsystems.com. MBB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent, Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Technology shouldn't slow you down. It should move you forward. Hi, this is Ryan Taggart with LodgeVision Technologies, and we've been helping local businesses for over 12 years on US 62 in Winesburg, solving tech problems and making everyday operations easier. We know small business challenges because we've lived them, and we are here with custom IT solutions that just simply work. At LodgeVision, it's people first for our clients and our team. That means service with integrity, professionalism, and real care. Call 330-234-5025 for your free consultation today. LodgeVision Technologies. Local IT, real solutions, people first.
So just about ready for the start of the second half. Again, this game is video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of the Claxon Communication team tonight, that being Jacob Heading producing tonight's live stream coverage, and Andrew Dunlap is working the camera. Go to YouTube, search WKLM Radio for the live stream coverage for tonight's contest. We're also on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Donnie Norris and Alex Mast are back at the studio. Matt Croy alongside Scott Mellor for tonight's broadcast, and you got to believe for Norway going to come out and try to bring that aggressive mindset they saw the last part of the first half. For Hiland, though, again, we saw that early in the first half and kind of hung on the rest of the first half. I believe Hiland's going to come up when we see what their approach is here to start the second half.
Well, and again, I think Hiland probably has paced themselves, and they really probably wanted to get out to that early goal because they remember the home game they played against the Bobcats back about a month ago, and they know that they're going to be coming after it, but you want to kind of pool all your reserves, and again, if Hiland can get back to controlling the midfield like they did early in that first half, they ought to be able to give their defenders a little more time to make sure that they're in position.
Hiland to the regionals for the fifth time in the last 6 years, trying to get to the regional finals for the first time in school history. Norwayne to the regionals for the third time in the last 4 seasons. They're trying to get to the regional finals for the first time since 2019. Second half is underway, and ball sent away into the Norwayne offensive end, going from left to right in the second half. Lob kick back inside the circle, takes a bounce. Knocked back to the far side. Allie Mullet gets her centering pass over to Mika Mullet inside the circle. Now to Italy Mullet. Going from right to left. At midfield, has it stolen away now on the kick by Maddie Kate Wolf. Goes near side, now pass goes to midfield, and the pass to Emma Garrison, who lobs it up in the air near the top of the box. Deflected back near the 25-yard line now. Norwayne has it offensively. The kick goes right side, inside the box. Knocked away across the goal line, it looks like, as it goes off of the Lady Hawks and Kendra Troyer. It's going to be a corner kick from that near side for Norwayne.
It'll be the 6th corner kick for Norwayne this evening. First of the second half. No corner kicks for Hiland thus far.
Big difference there. And it'll be Garrison who has this kick from that near side of the field. Garrison sails it in the net, to be knocked down. And in traffic, finally pouncing on top of that ball is goalkeeper Caitlin Klink.
Yeah, I think we'll have to give that a shot by Norwayne. And Klink coming up with it.
And Klink, you got to look at this, 7 keeper saves tonight for her, so she's been really active and a great job at that goalkeeper position for Hiland.
Yeah, and I think there's been only one ball where she might have been able to let it go, but she did touch it, and it did result in a corner kick for Norwayne, and it might have been the corner kick where it resulted in that melee right there in front of the box, and Norwayne was able to cash in on that.
Minka Mullet was shaken up on that last play, so she being attended to as the clock is stopped with 38:40 to play second half. 3-1 Hiland advantage. We'll take this injury timeout. This is Girls Regional Tournament Soccer on WKLM.
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Hiland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
Mika Mullet walking off her own power slowly to the near sideline here. And we were kind of talking earlier, Scott. It kind of looked like she was a little shaken up earlier, obviously trying to gut it out in a big soccer game tonight. So tough girl, but she's going to have a seat right here. And I hate to see that with dealing with the injury, but Hiland will have to have somebody step in for her, but obviously shaken up on that last play.
Yeah, she was doing a nice job there in that midfield and sort of in that attacking midfield area earlier in the contest.
So we'll resume action now. A little under 2 minutes into the second half. 3-1 Hiland. Ball knocked down back to the far side. And chased down now by Norwayne, but stolen away by the Lady Hawks near side. And kicked by Gabby Mullet to the near side of the field. Rolls across that touch. It'll be off for the Bobcats and Emma Garrison. Hiland's going to have this throw. Right near that 25-yard line on the Lady Hawks defensive end. Short throw going to be knocked down. Battling for it, Gabby Mullet. Tries to get it back to Finley Hostother. Can't do it across the touch. Throw in now for the Bobcats. About midway into their offensive side. Emma Garrison, the sophomore, with the throw in. Knocked down. Sent the other way, however, on the kick back near the midfield line by Finley Hostother. Chased down defensively by Maddie Kate Wolf. Wolf tries to shield it away from Chanel Kellogg. Long kick goes sealing across midfield now by Madison Rupp. Back inside the circle. Cut off by Gabby Mullet. Rolls her pass far side to Claire Mullet. Back to the far end. Chased down by Allie Mullet. Goes across that touch. It'll be a throw in. Now for the Lady Hawks. Claire Mullet's going to have this throw about at 35-yard line on Hiland's defensive end. 3-1 Hiland. Just into the second half. Throwing down the far side. Knocked across that touch. Goes off of Evie Davidovich. And Hiland's going to have this throw. And the hat trick by Italy Mullet in that first half has been the difference so far. Thrown in down the far sideline going after that ball. Hiland has it now. Mullet's pass goes near side. Knocked away by the Lady Bobcats back near midfield. Intercepted by Claire Mullet. Tried to get it to Italy Mullet. Knocked away. Chased down. Lob kick back by Chloe Mullet. Goes to the near side of the field. Going after it. Here's the kick now by Hiland's Italy Mullet on the left side. Near that left wing, goes down, and some contact going after that ball. Call that foul on, it looked like Norwayne in Maddie Kate Wolf, so direct kick for Hiland. This will be their fifth direct kick of the night. Placed that ball, again, just outside of the box, on that left wing area of the box. See where the place this ball maybe a little closer to the goal line, maybe. No, they will probably place it right there, just outside that left wing area.
We'll see how the Norwayne keeper reacts to this free kick.
Zoe Miller's going to have the kick for Hiland. He and the sophomore shoots it to the top of the box, away from the net, rolls it to the opposite side, tried to find Allie Mullet, couldn't connect with her, and goes across that touch.
Yeah, and that's another example of when you get on these turf fields that the ball, sometimes it just continues to speed up, and it just went right past the Hiland players and right out of bounds.
Here's the pass to Kellogg, goes far side with the pass. Kick by Allie Mullet. Can be intercepted by the Lady Bobcats on the kick back near that 30-yard line. Chased after now by Casey Schaefer. Knocks it across midfield. And cut off by Kendra Troyer, who knocks it across the touch. Throw in for the Bobcats. About 20 yards into their offensive end. Emma Garrison lobs it in. That'll be knocked down. That'll be across the touch off of Finley Hostother, and Garrison will have the throw near that 20. 3-1 Hiland. Short throw goes to the corner. Chased after by Maya Rupp to the corner. Rupp near the goal line, looking for some room. Double team. Gets the pass off. Kick by Garrison near the top of the box. Knocked down off of Klein and knocked out of there by the Lady Hawks. Back to the near sideline. Good defensive play in there by Claire Mullet to knock it out of there. And finally, a lob kick by Finley Hostother, middle of the field. Goes to Chanel Kellogg. She'll pat it across to the midfield to the far sideline and goes across that touch. Norwayne's going to have this throw.
Yeah, that was important for Kellogg to do that. That way it gave the Hiland defenders a chance to kind of move a little further up the field and get away from that 18-yard box for the Bobcats.
34-20 to play second half. 3-1 Hiland. Though again from Norwayne on their offensive end. Off the foot of Chloe Mullet. Goes over to Gabby Mullet, trying to fight for control of that ball. Goes to Italy Mullet on the defensive side. Mullet's pass goes to the near side of the field. Knocked away by Finley Hostother inside the circle. And finds Kellogg. Now to Chloe Mullet. Her kick ricochets to the far sideline. Going after an Allie Mullet. And kept in play. Knocked away. Takes a bounce to the far side. Lob kick back inside the circle. Up in the air by Gabby Mullet. Takes a bounce. Rolls it near the midfield circle area once again. That pass into the offensive end. Here's Chanel Kellogg offensively for Hiland. Gets her pass, give and go from Mullet. Italy Mullet back to Kellogg. Kellogg looking to get inside. Her pass finds a teammate. That shot going to be in the net and goal for the Lady Hawks. Knocked in on that pass by Kellogg. Found her teammate Hiland. Adds on to their lead. And the kick knocked in by Hiland to take a 4-1 advantage. Allie Mullet knocks it in for Hiland with 33-23 to play in the first half. Should say the second half rather for Hiland, but they add on to this lead. And, boy, Hiland just won a game where they really made the most of their opportunities, Scott.
Yeah, that was excellent. They were able to get 2 or 3 passes put together. And once you get some of those forwards of the Hawks out in space with just a defender or maybe the keeper to beat, it's usually going to be, a goal for the Lady Hawks.
Kellogg, her second assist of the game, 10th of the year. Allie Mullet, her 8th goal of the season for Hiland. And now a 4-1 advantage. Play resumes here in the second half. Ball knocked down. Ricochets high in the air. The kick by Ryan Urban. And now sails away on the kick by Hostether near the circle. It'll be knocked down by Madison Rupp. Here's Zoe Miller's pass. Goes far side. Allie Mullet gets to it. Mullet controls it across midfield. Into the offensive end, Lady Hawks have it. Kellogg on the right side, near that far side corner. Rolls it top of the box. Knocked out of there. Tried to find Zoe Miller. And now rolls back the other way for Norwayne. They'll have this ball near that 50-yard line. Passed a bit too strong, trying to get it to Maya Rupp and cross the touch instead.
Trying to make a little run and get that counterattack going.
A goal scored now by Fairfield has tied the game up at 1 apiece between Fairfield and Fairbanks in that game. Of course, the winner of this team will face the winner of that game in the regional championship. Scott Boddicker giving us some updates on that score. Appreciate that. Ball rolls into the Hiland offensive end. And going to be a whistle blown offsides call on the Lady Hawks. Norwayne will have this indirect kick for them. 31-45 to play second half. 4-1 Hiland. And the kick for Maddie Kate Wolf comes from the defensive side for Norwayne near that 26-yard line. She'll lob it up in the air. Knocked back down inside the circle. Chased down by Ryan Urban. Rolls it far side. Knocked the other direction by Finley Hostether across midfield. Going after it, Caitlin Klink to the far side. I should say scooped up by, Morgan Hamby in the far side for Norwayne. Hamby surveys the field, and she will punt it away. Sails it near the midfield circle. And a little dangerous play that time will be a free kick for Hiland right in front of that midfield circle. Chloe Mullet's going to have this kick from the 40. Bounces it, middle of the field, knocked the other way. Back to Mullet, she has the header. Rolls to the far side. Finley Hostether gets after that ball. She'll find Kendra Troyer. She'll track it down defensively. Troyer seals it back to the far sideline. It'll bounce across that touch. They'll keep it in play instead. And Zoe Miller's pass goes near side. Back over to Gabby Mullet. Mullet's pass across midfield. Off the foot now of Maddie Kate Wolf. And a push called. Direct kick now for Hiland inside the midfield circle. Their 7th of the night. Knocked away on the kick. Back in the left wing. Chased down by Kellogg. Kellogg. Kick deflected across the goal line. This time it's going to be off of Maddie Kate Wolf, and it will be a corner kick for Hiland.
Be their first corner kick of the evening. 30 minutes remaining here in half number 2.
Chanel Kellogg will do the kicking for Hiland from the nearer side of the field, as you mentioned, their first corner kick of the night.
In swinging kick.
Inside the box, knocked down. And finally deflected away. Almost got it in there. Nice deflection by Hamby. Otherwise, that would have been in the net. Couldn't quite tell who got that shot attempt. But Hamby got a handle on that ball, and she deflected it away. And finally, the knock it across the touch, but Hamby got to keep her safe.
I think the header might have also been a shot because she was able to. Official has now stopped the clock. Oh, he's going to make sure that the goal is still sitting on the end line. Sometimes whenever you get players bumping up against it, it starts to move around, and then it's not true.
Gets that readjusted. So great keeper save by Hamby to keep it at a 4-1 score. Hiland will have this throw, though, as play resumes. Under 30 minutes to play, second half, 4-1 Hiland. Law pass inside, tries to find Kellogg, knocked out of there. Kick by Guzman goes near side to Claire Mullet. Stops it at the 20. Mullet's pass goes left wing. Finds Italy Mullet. Dances around with the ball. Mullet works it near the goal line. Backs it up. Her cross going to be knocked away across that goal line. It'll be off this time, off of Norwayne's Madison Rupp. Again, Hiland's going to have a corner kick from the near side.
Yeah, Hiland flipping the script here on the Bobcats here in the second half, and it's paying off. 2 corners here in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
4-1 Hiland. Corner kick from Chanel Kellogg, which almost resulted in a goal the last time. The kick lobs it up in the air from the net, knocked down by Claire Mullet, knocked out of there, however, by Betty Kate Wolf to the far side. Chased down by Norwayne to the far sideline. Controlled down by Casey Schaefer against Italy Mullet, gets a pass off. He now finds Kaylee Graham. Graham works it near the 30 on the Norwayne defensive end. Backs it up now.
Hiland did a really good job on that jailbreak by Norwayne, getting back and starting to put some people on defense. Going to have another direct kick.
Norwayne will have it this time, their 4th of the night. Placed that ball about the 22-yard line on the Norwayne defensive end. Ball sent away on the kick by Wolf. Across midfield, knocked down. Back inside the circle now, near midfield, goes over to Italy Mullet. Pass goes near side. Kick by Claire Mullet across midfield. Try to get it to her teammate in Allie Mullet. Down to Gabby Mullet. Give it go back to Allie. Allie chases after that ball for Hiland offensively on that left wing. Allie Mullet controls that ball. Works to pass the defender near the goal line. And finally knocked across the goal line. Will be off the leg of Madison Rupp. Another corner kick for Hiland. Their 3rd now in the second half.
Yeah, I think, again, the Lady Hawks have stepped up their pace. Just like they did in that early first half. They want to try to put as much energy into scoring a goal so that they can maybe lengthen the distance between them and the Bobcats.
Chanel Kellogg with the corner kick. Lobs it up in the air. In front of the net, knocked down. Kicked by Guzman. And knocked away to the near sideline. Going to be knocked down by Chanel Kellogg. Kellogg lobs it in the air. Near the net, going to be batted away by Hamby to the top of the box. Yeah, kicked out of there by the Bobcats. Back to Chanel Kellogg on that left wing. Kellogg looking after it. Knocked across the touch instead by Garrison. Hiland's going to have this throw. 4-1 Hiland. In Fairbanks and Fairfield, tied at 1 last we knew in their regional semifinal game. Lobbed in by Claire Mullet. Outside of the box to Guzman. Now intercepted by Courtney Klein. She'll roll it across midfield for Norwayne. Cut off by Kendra Troyer. Up in the air, bounces it inside the circle. Going after that ball is Kaylee Graham. Graham finds her teammate, knocked away in the kick by Klein. Goes over to Casey Schaefer near side. Chased down by Kendra Troyer. Back to the near corner to Schaefer to the corner. And knocked away across that touch. Throw in now for Hiland, it looks like.
Yeah, that's somebody we haven't talked about a lot tonight, but she has been outstanding in her, mid fullback position. Kendra Troyer, number 21, and she was able to stop Norwayne's attack.
Outstanding job there. Throw in by Claire Mullet. Rolls middle of the field. Going after it. Here's the kick by Chanel Kellogg into the Hiland offensive end. Chased down instead by Madison Rupp for Norwayne defensively. She'll find Piper Moore. Moore works it back near midfield. Moore. Kick knocked down by Chanel Kellogg across the touch. Throw in here for Hiland, it looks like. 25-15 and counting. Second half, 4-1 lead for Hiland in the regional semifinals. Trying to advance to the regional finals for the first time in school history as Kaylin Thomas checking in for Hiland, and Lily Yoder will check in as well.
Trying to get some fresh legs and fresh lungs in there. Saw 3 substitutions for Norwayne coming in. A little harder to see from our side of the field.
Guzman and Allie Millett checking out for Hiland. Ball rolls inside the circle. Cut off by Chloe Millett. Pass goes near side. Down to Gabby Millett. Now the kick to the near side of the field by Claire Millett. Knocks it up in the air. And now corralled by Courtney Klein. Klein has it for Norwayne. Spins away from the defender. Gets her pass off. Knocked near sideline. Goes to Emma Garrison. Garrison rolls it near that right wing. Knocked back to her. Garrison had it. Going down. Going after the ball. And pass goes to the near rim. It'll be cut off by Klein, but goes across the touch. Throw in for Hiland. 24 minutes to play.
3 very good touches by Kendra Troyer once again. Sophomore defender.
Doing her job out there. Ball pass goes on the near sideline to Italy Mullet. Mullet's pass going to be cut off. Gets the kick. Now lobbed up in the air on the foot by Maddie Kate Wolf. Back to the Norwayne offensive end. And near side, Kendra Troyer again with the pass to Claire Mullet. Takes a bounce near that 15-yard line. Lob kick now by Ryan Urban. Rolls inside the box, but scooped up by goalkeeper Caitlin Clank. Clank surveys the field, and she will punt it away. Back near that 40-yard line, rolls inside the circle. Carrie Graham rolls it now, sent away on the kick by Maddie Kate Wolf. Bounces a couple of times, now controlled on the kick by Gabby Mullet. Inside the circle, here's Kaylin Thomas who has the ball. Rolls it far side, lob up in the air, takes a bounce over to Italy Mullet. Mullet has it for the Lady Hawks, up 4-1. Works it near side, and stolen away by Emma Garrison. Battling with Italy Mullet. Gets it over now to Claire Mullet. Knocked down. Might have been close to a handball there. Whistle was blown. 22.5 to play in the second half. 4-1 lead for Hiland. It's going to be an indirect kick for Norwayne. Some of the crowd didn't agree with that call, but it'll be placed there just past midfield. Here's the kick. Lob over there. I think the official wasn't sure who it went off of. A little drop ball and knocked away on the kick by Norwayne. Claire Mullet there to intercept, gets the pass off. Gets an Italy Mullet. Mullet's kick inside the circle to Chanel Kellogg. Kellogg on the attack. Into the offensive end for Hiland. Kellogg, far side from the 20. Her kick deflected up in the air. Takes a bounce away from Gabby Mullet. Now off the foot of Carrie Graham to the far side. That'll roll to the far end across that touch. Hiland's going to have this throw. Finley Hostether will throw it in. 4-1 Hiland. With it is Kellogg. Her pass goes to Kaylin Thomas. Back to Kellogg. Give and go back to the corner. Can't keep it in play, though. And it'll be a throw in now for the Bobcats.
Bobcats will have another substitution.
Looks like checking back in is Maya Rupp. Piper Moore will have this throw from that far side corner on the Norwayne defensive end. There is the whistle. Gets the short throw. And kicked by Kaylee Graham. Going to be cut off now by Italy Mullet. Works at left wing. Inside the box. Mullet near the goal line with that cross. Knocked down. Rolls across the goal line, though, off of the Bobcats. Hiland going to have themselves another quarter kick.
Number 4. All here in half number 2.
4-1 Hiland, 20 minutes, 38 seconds and counting. Second half, so right near that midway mark of the second half.
Looks like she's going to kick another in-swinger. See if her teammates can rush on to the ball.
Kellogg with the kick. Takes a bounce near the top of the box. In traffic. And finally knocked out of there by Kaylee Graham for Norwayne. Weaves her way back near the midfield. Graham controls it into the offensive end for the Bobcats. Gets her pass off. Cut off by Kendra Troyer, knocks it near sideline. Claire Muller tries to keep it in play, can't do it. Throw in now for the Bobcats. Right at the midway mark of the second half, 4-1 lead for Hiland. Ball rolls to that far sideline near the goal line. Going after it was Courtney Klein. Can't get to it after she kicked it initially. That'll be resulting in a goal kick for Hiland. Their 9th goal kick tonight. That's the first goal kick for either team in the second half. So Chloe Mullet will have the goal kick for Hiland. Under 20 minutes to play and a 4-1 Hiland lead. Mullet's kick near that 30-yard line. Intercepted by Carrie Graham. Bobcats with it. Graham works it. Stolen away by Gabby Mullet. Goes near side with the pass. Here's the kick by Claire Mullet. Down to Italy Mullet. Back to Claire Mullet. Claire bounces it across midfield. Going to be cut off by Graham. Graham works it the other way for the Bobcats. Cut off by Chloe Mullet. Knocked up in the air on the kick by Alana Bremy. Intercepted by Finley Hostether. Rolls inside that circle. Knocked in the other direction by Kaylee Graham. Near side on the kick. Off the foot of the Lady Hawks. Rolls back near the midfield line to Italy Mullet. Knocked the other direction by Maddie Kate Wolf. Norwayne has it on their offensive side. Stolen away again by the Lady Hawks. On that pass near side off of Chloe Mullet. Ricochets near side back for the Bobcats. Back near midfield to Maddie Kate Wolf near the 40. Wolf will lob it near the top of the box though. Knocked down. Going after Chloe Mullet. Knocked away instead by Kendra Troyer, who knocks it out of danger and across the touch. She got it away from that danger area with 18 minutes to play second half, 4-1 Hiland.
Give Hiland a lot of credit for the fact that instead of just kicking the ball away, they're always looking to pass the ball first. And then if worst case scenario, the other team starts to encroach on their defensive area, then they will kick it away. But they're doing a really good job of making every pass matter.
Ball rolls near sideline. Throw in for the Bobcats at midfield. Here's Maddie Kate Wolf. Knocked down by Chloe Mullet. Going after it. Now controlled here by the Lady Hawks. Pass goes near side to Italy Mullet. To Chloe Mullet. Her kick knocked down by Maddie Kate Wolf. Off the official on that kick, and he blew the official right away. So probably a drop kick. A drop pass, I should say here. Drop throw by the official when we resume action with 17-15 and counting. Maddie Kate Wolf will approach the ball. Will drop ball for Wolf. She'll lob it on the kick inside the box. Header by Troyer near sideline. It goes across that touch right at the corner. Claire Mullet couldn't keep it in place, so be a throw-in for the Bobcats.
Yeah, really good header to get that ball out, but not give them a corner kick.
Maddie Kate Wolf is going to have this throw from the corner. Inside the box. And going to go across the goal line, so couldn't keep it in play. Couldn't find a teammate there to connect with on that pass. So goal kick for Hiland will be their 10th of the night.
And number 2 for second half.
In the last time we knew, Fairbanks and Fairfield were tied up at 1 in their game. Winner of this game will face the winner of that game in Saturday's regional championship game with a sight and time yet to be determined. Ball goes to the far side. It'll be across the touch. Hiland's going to have this throw on their defensive end. In a 3-goal lead. Kick, throw in by Hostether. Kylie Graham will get to that ball for Norwayne. Knocked up in the air on the kick by Madison Rupp. Back inside the circle. Stolen away by the Lady Hawks. Goes near side with the pass. Into it with his Italy Mullet, who has that ball. Around the defender, still has the ball. Ball with Italy Mullet on the left wing. Mullet works it near the goal line. Looking for a cross. Finds a teammate, and that one being inside that box area for Hiland. Try to get it over to Lily Yoder. Knocked out of there. Italy Mullet now left wing. Mullet with that shot near the net. Knocked down by Morgan Hamby. Now she'll get the keeper save on the shot on goal by Italy Mullet. Her third keeper save tonight. Kick by Mullen again. Rolls it near the net. It'll roll wide left and across the goal line. Give her another shot on goal. But this will be a goal kick for Norwayne, their third of the night. 4-1 Hiland, 15 minutes to go. If you're the opponent of Hiland, you think about the name Mullet. It kind of gives you nightmares, I think.
Right, and I joked with our colleague Jake the other night about the fact that you just need to learn their first names, and because all of them I think are returning, next year and maybe even the following year, kind of do like the Brazilians do. You just go by their first name.
Absolutely. Yep, they're all good, as you mentioned. Kick by Kellogg goes across that touch. Near the top of the box. Looking for it. Knocked away off the foot of Gabby Mullet. She'll get it away from there. Back near that 40-yard line. Bobcats have it, though. Here's Piper Moore. Gives over to Maddie Kate Wolf. Wolf near the 40. Lobs her kick near the top of the box. Header by Chloe Mullet. Knocked away. Rolls near the net. Going to go wide right. And finally goes across the goal line. Who did it go off her? It'll be off of Norwayne, it does look like.
They're going to call another goal kick for Hiland, although it was very, very close down there. We're going to see how much urgency Norwayne has, probably here for this next just under 14 minutes. Can already see the ball staying a little more in this half.
Mullet with the goal kick, cut off. Norwayne back on the attack. With it is Maya Rupp. Works at the top of the box, knocked out of there. Here's the kick. Allie Mullet back in the game, rolls it back to the near side at midfield. Here's Italy Mullet, who has the ball. Leads her pass back to Allie into the offensive end for Hiland. Allie now on the left wing. Dances around with the ball. Allie's pass goes inside the box. Finds a cutting teammate. Couldn't quite handle that pass, though, to Lily Yoder. It'll be scooped up by Morgan Hamby. Hamby will punt it away. Sails it to the far side. High bounce. It goes bouncing across the touch, trying to get it to Maya Rupp. Hiland will have the throw with 13 minutes to play. Hiland a 4-1 lead in the regional semifinals. In the boys' regional semifinal game in soccer to be tomorrow night, Hiland against Fairbanks. We'll have that game for you as well on WKLM and live streaming that on YouTube for tomorrow night's contest. Hiland on the attack. Knocked away. Goes off the foot of Madison Rupp. Chased down by Hiland. Here's the kick down by Claire Mullen. Cut off now by Alana Brummy. Goes to the near side across that touch. Off of Brummy's foot. Hiland will have this throw. Claire Mullen about 10 yards into the Highlands offensive end. 12:20 to go. 4-1 Hiland. Throwing in goes to Italy Mullet. She's double teamed, but she had a handball. It'll be an indirect kick for Norwayne, their fourth of the night. Maddie Kate Wolf now has the kick. Sails it across midfield. Over to Alana Brummy. Knocked high in the air. Takes a bounce. Over to Maddie Kate Wolf. Now chased down by Hiland offensively. Here's Allie Mullet. Mullet with her pass to Italy Mullet on the left wing. Inside the box. Italy around the defender looking for a shot. Ball knocked out of there. Ricochets away. Back to the near sideline. Sent away on the kick by Alana Brummy. Claire Mullet trying to step in front of that ball. She goes down. And across the touch off of her. Throw in now for the Bobcats with 11.5 to play. Zoe Miller now checking in for Hiland. Replacing Lily Yoder for the Lady Hawks.
Yeah, even though they were not able to get the ball into a scoring position, I think Hiland is going to be happy that they were able to get the ball back down into their offensive end, which keeps the ball out of the Bobcats' offensive end.
11 minutes to go. Back on the Hiland offensive end. Going after it is Allie Mullet to the left side. Stepped in front of, however, by Kaylee Graham. Knocked back near that 35-yard line. Zoe Miller gets that ball, steps in front of it. Rolling kick. Sent the other direction by Ryan Urban. Rolls back to the far side. Kellogg has the ball. Gets a pass off to Allie Mullet near that 15-yard line. Deflected near the top of the box. Knocked back down by Graham. That kick going to be chased down now by Gabby Mullet. Mullet trying to control that ball, stolen away. That steal by Madison Rupp down, pounds it across midfield. Chased down by Kendra Troyer, though. She'll knock it back the other way. Troyer's pass. Now gets to the Chanel Kellogg. Kellogg's kick maybe a bit too strong. And now Norwayne has it defensively over to Maddie Kate Wolf. Kellogg now steals it away. Keeps it in play to the far sideline. Spins away from the double team. Pass goes behind her. Lob kick goes high in the air. Goes sailing inside the box. Takes a bounce and goes into the hands of goalkeeper Morgan Hamby on that long kick.
Yeah, now under 10 minutes.
Ball punted away to the midfield circle. 1-1 in that Fairbanks-Fairfield game with about 2 minutes behind our game right here. So that's still 1-1 in that game. Ball rolls inside the box, rolls to the opposite side of the field on the Norwayne side. Knocked away by defender Finley Hosta. She'll knock it across the touch. Throw in for the Bobcats. 9:20 to play, 4-1 Hiland. Ball rolls near the top of the box. Sit the other direction. Back near that 35-yard line to Allie Mullet. Mullet works it. Pass goes to the far end, back to Chanel Kellogg at the 50. And whistle's going to be blown. Looks like Hiland's going to have a direct kick here right near that midfield line. Their 8th of the night. Chloe Mullet will have this kick. 4-1 Lady Hawks. Bounces into the Hiland offensive side to Allie Mullet. She's double teamed, now stolen away. Went off the foot of Ryan Urban, now deflected near side, chased down. And with it are the Bobcats, Maddie Kate Wolf back near midfield. Her kick going to be lobbed near side by Kendra Troyer, near side across that touch. Throw in now for the Bobcats.
Yeah, you kind of wonder if that Fairbanks-Fairfield game will go into 18 innings.
Yeah, exactly.
Tonight.
Like that baseball game last night. Oh, sent away on the kick across midfield. Here's Allie Mullet. Mullet works it for Hiland offensively. Mullet top of the box, looking for some room for a shot. Round one, the defender. Mullet. Now a third shot going to be wide left and across the goal line, right past the diving Morgan Hamby. Had a look at it on that shot attempt. It will be a goal kick, though, for Norwayne. Their 4th of the night. 4-1 Hiland, 7:46 to go. But as you mentioned, Scott, as much as anything, you like it if you're Hiland, the ball's being played right now on your offensive end.
Yeah, and again, it's as frustrating as it has to be for Norwayne. I think for Hiland, if they can just continue to defend here for these next 7.5 minutes, I think they're going to get away and make it to their first regional final.
Ball bounces to the near side of the field. Here's Italy Mullet, who has the ball. Centering pass by Mullet. Knocked back down. Goes near side with the pass. Norwayne with it. Here's the kick sent away by Alana Brummie across midfield. And now chased down by Hiland defender Kendra Troyer. She'll step in front of that ball. Around one defender and finally rolls off of her foot and across the touch. Throw in by Casey Schaefer now. Midway to Norwayne's offensive end. Under 7 minutes to play. Hiland has a 3-goal lead. As the Bobcats get a sub in. Checking in Evie Davidovich. That throw in going to be knocked down by Chloe Mullet. Goes across the touch. It'll be off of the Bobcats, though. Hiland's going to have this throw.
Yeah, I don't think when we looked at this game on paper earlier and when this game started, we would have expected Hiland to go up 3-0 and then now 4-1.
Had kind of those quick hitters early in the halves, and that's been really the key difference tonight. I think Hiland had 3 goals in the first half, 1 in the second half, but you would argue Hiland's been a little more aggressive, offensive-minded in the second half. Despite that, they just had those 3 real quick goals by Italy Mullet in that first half of play. Ball rolls middle of the field. Rolls inside the box, a bit wide right in across the goal line. On the kick by Courtney Klein. Goal kick now for Hiland. This will be their 12th goal kick tonight. 5:40 to go. Hiland up 4-1 in the regional semifinals. Chloe Mullet will line it up. Low bouncing kick. Rolls near the 35. Cut off by Piper Moore. Rolls it back to the midfield line. Knocked high in the air by the Bobcats. Sent away now the kick by Madison Rupp. Far side corner on the left wing. Here's the kick down to Klein. Klein has it knocked away and the kick by Troyer. Header by Klein goes into the hands of goalkeeper Caitlin Klink again. 5 minutes to go. Hiland hanging on up 4-1 in the regional semifinals. Here's the punt. Bounces it a couple of times near the midfield line. Intercepted by Kaylee Graham. Near side of the pass to Evie Davidovich. Ricochets back to her. Davidovich works it now on the right wing. Deflected away now back to the off of Finley Hostether near the corner. Kept in play. Finally knocked across the touch near the corner. Throw in now for the Bobcats. On their offensive end, 4.5 to go. Short throw. Over to Graham, knocked away from Schaefer. Sent away on the kick by Hostether. That ball ricochets near sideline. Going after that ball is Allie Mullen after a win off of her. Cut off by the Bobcats. Right side, and the kick sent away now by Hiland near that 40-yard line. Bobcats with it. Here's the kick by Ryan Urban. Goes near side. Now, Italy Mullet will have the ball for Hiland. Rolls it across midfield. Here's Allie Mullet. Chases that ball down near the 25. Allie Mullet near the 10 to the left wing. Stepping in front of her is defender Kaylee Graham. And a call, apparently a push on Allie Mullet. Direct kick now for the Bobcats. This will be their 5th of the night. (4-1 Hiland, 3.5 to go. Kick by Maddie Kate Wolf near midfield, knocked down. Italy Mullet had it for Hiland. Battling with it back near the midfield line. Here's the kick sent away by Ryan Urban. Inside the circle. Hawks have it back to Italy Mullet, just past her though. On that pass goes across the touch. Throw in now for Evie Davidovich. Hiland 3 minutes away from their first regional semifinal win in school history. That kick by Finley Hostether. Cut off by Maddie Wolf. Back inside the circle. Guzman with their kick. Knocked away near side. Norway with that kick into the offensive end. Goes near side of the field. Goes bouncing across that touch. Final 2.5 minutes. Matt Croy alongside Scott Mellor for tonight's broadcast. Video live streaming this on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of Claxon Communications, and also at FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. High lob kick, bounces it near side into the Hiland offensive end. Allie Mullet will keep it in play. Mullet on the left wing. Goes down. Maddie Keat Wolf trying to battle for position of that ball. And going to call a foul this time on Maddie Keat Wolf. They're going to issue a yellow card. Obviously trying to be aggressive here to the final stretch of this game. So she'll have to check out on the yellow card. Highland's going to have themselves a direct kick, meanwhile, just outside of the box. Clock stop with 2:20 to play. Zoe Miller now going to have this kick.
Norwayne going to start clearing their bench. A lot of their non-starters back in.
Getting some girls in. And Hiland, of course, the hat trick in the first half by Italy Mullet. Allie Mullet had the goal early in the second half. And that has been the difference tonight. 4-1 Hiland. Of course, the lone goal by Piper Moore for the Bobcats came toward the end of that first half of play. And awaiting this whistle by the official, here's the kick. That kick sails inside the box and can't quite connect with cutting teammate Chanel Kellogg on the direct kick, so it'll be a goal kick now for the Bobcats, their 5th of the night. Final 2 minutes in this one. Piper Moore's going to have this goal kick for the Bobcats, not before a few players check in for Hiland as well. Lily Yoder back in, also in as Kaylin Klink. Give fans a chance to give some a round of applause to a few Hiland players who will check out. Finley Hostether being one of those. And her defender play So Lika Guzman will have a seat as well in Allie Mullen.
2 minutes remain in the second half.
Hawks something on the offensive end. Lily Yoder gets a pass off to Kellogg. Finds Kaylin Thomas. Cut off instead by Ryan Urban to the far side. 1:45 to go. In the last, we knew that the Fairbanks-Fairfield game that was tied up at 1 apiece. That was just a little behind our game. And the winner of this game will face the winner of that contest in Saturday's regional championship. Again, tomorrow night, we'll have boys regional semifinal soccer. Hiland against Fairbanks in that game. And airtime about 6:35 for that. That'll be live streamed on YouTube, of course, for tomorrow, as well as Central Christian against Open Door in boys regional soccer tomorrow night. Both those games will be live streamed on YouTube. Ball thrown to the far side corner and across the goal line. And that's going to be off of the Bobcats. Highland's going to have a corner kick from the far side of the field, it looks like. Italy Mullet's going to have this kick with 1:20 to go.
And I think they'll just continue to take their time. Might kick it out short, but right now it looks like it's going to be an outswinger.
Italy Mullet with that kick, lobs it up in the air, in play, inside the box. Knocked high in the air in the kick, in traffic, knocked down by Hamby, and finally knocked outside of the box. Norwayne will get it out of there, rolls it back near the midfield line. Intercepted by Chloe Mullet. Knocked near side of the field near that 35. Centering pass. On the pass by Gabby Mullet to Chanel Kellogg, a bit too strong. Across the touch with 38 seconds to play. Hiland in command. Kellogg with her pass. To Gabby Mullet, her kick inside the box. Knocked up in the air. Knocked down, back near the goal line. And across that touch. 2 minutes left of that Fairbanks-Fairfield game. Still tied up at 1 apiece, so looking closer like that might be going into OT.
Get a final corner kick for Hiland.
10 seconds to go. And Hiland not going to bother with that as they're going to get themselves a win. Hiland making history. Their first trip to the regional finals in school history as Hiland wins it tonight in Dover by the final margin of 4-1 over Norwayne. And Hiland improving their record down to 14-6-1. They've won 9 straight. They'll take on either Fairbanks or Fairfield Saturday in the regional finals. At the site and time yet to be determined, Norwayne will end their season with a record of 14-6 on the night. Hiland moving on to the regional finals for the first time in school history. They win at 4-1 over Norwayne tonight. Back around to recap this game for you after this on WKLM.
There's nothing better than the sound of a hammer, a drill, and a saw. A&R Builders in Berlin has been putting all those tools to work for the past 25 years. If you need re-roofing work done, A&R Builders is the place to call. They'll also do new homes for both residential and general contractors, along with pole buildings, decks, and custom framing. Call A&R Builders in Berlin at 893-2111. That's 893-2111.
It's the kids from D&M Rocks here to remind you about all they offer. They have mulch, gravel, limstones, wood chips, black shale, and black granite, natural and manufactured pavers and wall stones, culvert and PVC pipes and fitting, and shale, which is great base material. They keep their inventory stocked year-round and offer delivery on all products. Stop in to see them or give them a call at 330-473-6020.
D&M Rocks!
It is a final on girls Division 5 regional semifinal soccer from Crater Stadium in Dover. Hiland gets the win by the final score of 4-1 to move on to the regional finals for the first time in school history. 3 goals in the first half for Hiland, all by one player. Italy Mullet got the hat trick. Mullet a goal just a little over 30 seconds into the game off an assist from Allie Mullet, her 7th of the year. Italy Mullet gave Hiland a 1-0 lead. Then another goal just a few minutes later with 34:39 to play in the first half. Cheyenne Kellogg, her 9th assist of the year, would find Italy Mullet to cash in again, and Hiland would take a 2-0 lead. Then with 24:36 to play in the first half, it'll be Minka Mullet, her 3rd assist of the year, then found Italy Mullet for her 3rd goal of the game, her 15th goal of the season, gave Hiland the 3-0 lead in the first half. Piper Moore would score for Norwayne. Piper Moore with 11:23 to play in the first half would get Norwayne on the board, her 2nd goal of the year. Now Hiland had a commanding 3-1 lead at halftime. Then the Lady Hawks would score again early in the second half with 33:23 to go. It would be Allie Mullet herself with a goal, her 8th goal of the year, off the assist from Chanel Kellogg, her 2nd of the game, her 10th assist of the season. And Hiland would go on to get the win by the final margin tonight of 4-1 over the Norwayne Lady Bobcats to move on to Saturday's regional championship game. Scott Mellor has a look at the final overall stats for tonight's game.
So finally, by the end of 2 halves, Hiland started to pull back, and they ended up with 6 corner kicks to 6 for Norwayne. Most of those were in the first half for the Bobcats. Hiland's corner kicks were all in the second half when they kind of flipped the script. 9 direct kicks for Hiland, 5 of those direct kicks for Norwayne. Goal kicks, there were 11 by the Hawks and 5 by the Norwayne Bobcats. Shots on goal, there were 10 by Hiland, 4 keeper saves by the Norwayne keeper, 12 shots on goal for Norwayne, and 8 keeper saves, 8 of those that were on net, and keeper saves for the Hiland Hawks.
All adds up to a Hiland victory by the score of 4-1 over Norwayne tonight, and Hiland moving on to the regional finals for the first time in school history. And going to go back to early in the game, and it comes down to who's the most ready to start the game. Hiland was ready, and really those 2 quick goals really right off the bat really kind of set the tone for the game tonight.
Yeah, and I don't think they were happy with their game against Norwayne back in the regular season, and maybe they hung around a little bit longer than what Hiland had expected. But again, when you see Hiland play, and again, I'm just astonished by the fact that there's 1 senior, Chanel Kellogg, on that team, but they have done such a wonderful job of piecing passes together. Their midfield dominates the play, and their defenders, they're just always around the ball, and it would had to have been frustrating, especially late in that first half. But then even as we got into the mid part of the second half, Norwayne just kept having to expend a lot of energy to try to get down to get in a scoring position, and Hiland just didn't do it. They pretty much shut them out, and they paced themselves very, very well.
Yes, they did. And, of course, the last we knew, also the update on that Fairbanks-Fairfield game, it is tied at 1 in overtime. So that Fairbanks-Fairfield game in overtime, winner of this game will face the winner of that matchup here in the regional championship on Saturday. For Hiland, again, up to now their 14th win of the season, and a team that's, again, making history here. So they feel like Hiland's kind of knocked at the door so many times here, Scott. They finally break through, and now a chance to play for an opportunity to get to the state tournament.
Yeah, and I think that anything at this point will be bonus for Hiland. I think they really truly believe that this is a very special group, and I'm seeing it. I've seen the improvement throughout this season. I got to see the Hawks play several times or have listened whenever we've had other broadcasts. And again, I think it's a team that is gaining confidence, and I don't know who they will play on Saturday or where they will play, but I do believe that they will be ready and they'll be out there giving their best effort.
Should be a fun one on Saturday, that's for sure. Again, that Fairbanks-Fairfield game right now is in overtime, tied up at 1 apiece, so they still not determined the winner of that game just yet, but we know Hiland's going to be playing in that regional final this Saturday afternoon. Again, Hiland improving the record to 14-6-1. They've won 9 straight to the regional finals for the first time in school history against either Fairbanks or Fairfield Saturday, with the site and time yet to be determined for the regional championship. Norwayne will end their very successful season at 14-6, snapping a 3-game winning streak. We do want to thank our video live stream partners, Claxon Communications, Jacob Heading producing tonight's live stream coverage, and Andrew Dunlap working the camera, allowing us to bring you this live stream coverage for tonight's contest, as well as thanks to the folks back at WKLM Sports Studios, that being Alex Mass and Donnie Norris as well for tonight. For Scott Mellor, I'm Matt Croy. Again, the final. Before we get to that, we want to mention to you as well, tomorrow night we'll have boys regional semifinal soccer, Hiland against Fairbanks. That'll be live on FM 95.3 Stream 1 and also on YouTube tomorrow night. Airtime right around 6:35 for that. And then also Central Christian against Open Door tomorrow night. We'll have that boys regional semifinal soccer game as well. And then airtime that'll be on YouTube and Stream 2. And that'll be airtime right around 6:40 for that. And also on Thursday, we'll have regional semifinal volleyball, Central Christian against Open Door in that match as well. Airtime right around 7:30 on YouTube and Stream 1 and on FM 95.3 on Thursday night as well. Again, the final tonight in the Girls Division 5 Regional Semifinal Soccer. Hiland moving on to the regional finals for the first time in school history as they win at 4-1 over Norwayne. So long, everybody.
Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.